It's a frightening truth. Your kidneys might already be failing and you wouldn't even know it. I've seen it happen to people who swore they were healthy. No pain, no warning, just a slow, silent decline. Here's the reality. After age 40, your kidney function drops by about 1% every single year. By the time you're 70, you may have lost nearly 1/3 of your filtering power, and you won't feel a thing until the damage is advanced. Why? So here's my question for you. What if protecting your kidneys didn't require expensive treatments or risky surgeries? The surprising truth is, there are just 4 specific vitamins backed by solid science that can help your kidneys detox better, filter stronger, and last longer. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly what they are, how they protect you, and how to use them safely. Every tip you'll hear today comes from trusted research and medical evidence, not myths, not guesses. I'm Dr. Matthias, and this is Kidney Health 365, the channel where we bring you science-backed strategies to keep your kidneys healthy for years to come. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because every week I share life-changing kidney health insights you won't find anywhere else. And stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal one critical mistake people make with these vitamins that can quietly harm their kidneys, undoing all the good they're trying to achieve. All right, let's get started with the first, and perhaps most underestimated, kidney protector of them all, vitamin D. Vitamin D isn't just for strong bones. It's your kidney's personal bodyguard. It shields them from silent damage, helps them filter more efficiently, and keeps them working year after year. It works by reducing inflammation inside your kidneys, calming harmful cytokines before they can scar tissue. It also directs calcium to your bones instead of letting it harden in kidney vessels, where it can block blood flow. And by balancing the hormones that control blood pressure, vitamin D prevents the high internal pressure that wears kidneys down over time. Too little vitamin D leaves your kidneys vulnerable to inflammation and calcium buildup. But too much, especially from supplements, can raise calcium levels dangerously, increasing the risk of kidney stones. People with chronic kidney disease need to be especially careful with dosage. For most adults over 50, aim for 600 to 800 IU daily and up to 1,000 IU after 65. Always choose vitamin D3 over D2 and take it with healthy fats like avocado, eggs, or almonds for better absorption. You can grill a small salmon fillet, which gives about 70% of your daily vitamin D needs, or make a warm mushroom soup using UV-exposed mushrooms for a plant-based boost. These small changes help keep your vitamin D levels steady while adding variety to your diet. Stay under 4,000 IU daily, unless your doctor advises otherwise. If you've had kidney stones or high calcium levels, get tested before taking supplements. If you've been taking vitamin D for your bones but didn't know it protects your kidneys too, share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Now, if vitamin D is the bodyguard standing at the door, the next nutrient is the armor your kidneys wear every single day, and without it, they're left exposed to constant microscopic attacks. Let's talk about vitamin E. Vitamin E is like the armor your kidneys wear to face a storm every single day. It embeds itself into the walls of your kidney cells, protecting them from the damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Without this protection, those free radicals can punch holes in your cells, weakening them over time. This vitamin also supports your body's natural repair system, called autophagy, which works like a cleanup crew inside each cell, throwing out damaged parts and rebuilding stronger ones. On top of that, vitamin E shields the tiny blood vessels that feed your kidneys, preventing cholesterol from oxidizing and clogging those delicate pathways. Better blood flow means more oxygen, more nutrients, and less strain on your kidneys. But just like vitamin D, taking vitamin E the wrong way can backfire. Excessive supplements can thin your blood, increasing the risk of bleeding, especially if you're on blood thinners. And if you're still avoiding healthy fats, your body won't absorb vitamin E well, meaning you could be wasting your efforts. For most adults over 50, aim for about 15 milligrams per day. Choose natural vitamin E, D-alpha tocopherol, over synthetic forms for better effectiveness, And always take it with healthy fats like avocado, sunflower seeds, or a small handful of almonds. You can sprinkle sunflower seeds on your morning oatmeal, or blend spinach and avocado into a smoothie for a double boost of vitamin E and healthy fats. Both ideas make absorption easier and add flavor to your meals. If you take vitamin C along with vitamin E, you'll get an extra bonus. Vitamin C helps recycle vitamin E in your body, making both more powerful. We've talked about protecting your kidneys from the outside in, but what if the biggest threat comes from inside your digestive system? The next vitamin is like a gatekeeper, deciding what harmful substances get through and which ones stay out. That's where vitamin A comes in. Vitamin A is your kidney's first line of defense, but not in the way most people think. While it's famous for protecting your eyesight, its real hidden power lies in guarding the lining of your digestive tract, the microscopic gate that decides what gets into your bloodstream and what stays out. When that gate is strong, it lets nutrients through but blocks harmful toxins, including oxalates, the sharp compounds that can travel to your kidneys, form jagged stones, and tear delicate filtering tissues. When you don't get enough vitamin A, that protective barrier weakens. Oxalates slip through more easily, crystallizing in your kidneys and leaving scratches that can scar for life. Low vitamin A also reduces your body's production of citrate, nature's own stone dissolver, which keeps minerals from clumping into painful, hard crystals. On top of that, vitamin A works as an antioxidant, calming the low-grade inflammation that quietly wears down kidney function year after year. But there's a catch. Not all vitamin A is the same. Preformed vitamin A from animal foods like liver, egg yolks, and dairy is ready for your body to use immediately. Provitamin A from plants, like carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes, must be converted first, and you only absorb a fraction. And here's something most people don't realize. Some high-A vegetables, such as spinach and rhubarb, are also loaded with oxalates, the very thing you're trying to avoid if you're prone to kidney stones. For adults over 50, the sweet spot is about 900 micrograms RAE daily for men and 700 for women. Always take it with a small amount of healthy fat so your body can absorb it, and pair it with zinc to help your body use it effectively. If you're considering supplements, talk to your doctor first. Too much preformed vitamin A can build up in your liver, and if you have chronic kidney disease, your body may struggle to clear the excess. You could roast pumpkin with a drizzle of olive oil or mash sweet potatoes with a touch of butter for a warm, kidney-friendly side dish. These give you the protective benefits without the high oxalate risk. Now that we've strengthened the gate to block toxins before they reach your kidneys, it's time to make sure calcium, the mineral you rely on for bone strength, doesn't turn against you. That's where vitamin K2 comes in. Vitamin K2 is your body's calcium traffic controller. Every time you consume calcium, whether from food or supplements, K2 decides exactly where it should go. When you have enough, calcium is locked firmly into your bones and teeth, strengthening them where you need it most. Without enough K2, that same calcium can drift into the wrong places, hardening inside your kidney blood vessels, narrowing them, and even crystallizing in the kidney tissue itself. Over time, this rogue calcium chokes off blood flow, starves your kidneys of oxygen, and forces them to work harder until they begin to fail. This isn't rare. Studies show that up to half of people with chronic kidney disease have a functional K2 deficiency. In the most severe cases, it can lead to calciphylaxis, a dangerous condition where calcium deposits cause deep, painful ulcers and can be life-threatening. The good news? You can fight back by putting K2 to work every single day. The richest natural source is natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish with over 700% of your daily K2 needs in a small serving. But for most people, natto's strong flavor is an acquired taste they never acquire. Easier, more familiar options include aged cheeses like Gouda and Edam, which provide around 20 to 25% of your daily K2 per ounce, or smaller amounts from chicken liver, grass-fed butter, and egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens. For most adults over 50, aim for 90 to 120 micrograms daily, though research from Japan suggests 150 micrograms may offer even stronger protection. When you choose a supplement, opt for MK7, the form that stays active in your body much longer than MK4. And here's the power duo. Pair K2 with vitamin D. Vitamin D activates the proteins that K2 uses to move calcium into the right places. Together, they protect your bones and your kidneys at the same time. Like vitamins A, D, and E, K2 is fat-soluble, so take it with foods like avocado, eggs, or a small amount of olive oil. The only real caution is if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, since K2 can affect how they work, always check with your doctor first. Now, we've walked through 4 powerful vitamins, each one guarding your kidneys in a unique way, from controlling inflammation, shielding your cells, and protecting your gut, to making sure calcium works for you, not against you. But remember what I said at the very beginning of this video. The same things that can heal your kidneys can also harm them if you use them the wrong way. That's why before you rush to stock up on these supplements, I need to warn you, using these 4 vitamins incorrectly could actually put your kidneys in danger. So let's start with the first one you need to be careful with. Vitamin D. Vitamin D may be your kidney's bodyguard when taken in the right way, but even the best bodyguard can turn dangerous if you give them too much power. Too much vitamin D causes your body to absorb excessive calcium from food and supplements. When blood calcium levels get too high, a condition called hypercalcemia, that extra calcium doesn't just vanish. It can settle in your kidneys, forming stones, clogging tiny blood vessels, and scarring delicate filtering tissue. Over time, this can quietly push your kidneys toward long-term damage. The danger often comes from oversupplementing. Some people think that if a little vitamin D is good, a lot must be better. But high daily doses, or megadoses, taken over weeks or months, can overwhelm your system. Remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means your body stores the excess instead of flushing it out like water-soluble vitamins. That buildup increases the risk of kidney injury, especially if you already have reduced kidney function. Those most at risk are people with chronic kidney disease, a history of kidney stones, or certain hormonal disorders like hyperparathyroidism. Even some medications like thiazide diuretics for high blood pressure can increase vitamin D's impact on calcium levels, creating a dangerous combination. The safest way to use vitamin D is to stay within the recommended range, 600 to 800 IU daily for adults over 50 and up to 1,000 IU after age 65, unless your doctor prescribes otherwise. Always check your blood vitamin D and calcium levels before starting high doses, and retest regularly if you supplement. And remember, more sunlight or more supplements is not always the answer. Balance is. Because here's the truth. Vitamin D isn't the only one with a good side and a bad side. The next vitamin on our list can act like protective armor for your kidney cells. But if misused, it can create its own set of problems. Let's talk about vitamin E. Vitamin E can be like the armor that shields every kidney cell from damage, but even armor can become a burden if it's too heavy or used the wrong way. Taking excessive vitamin E, especially in high-dose supplement form, can tip the scales from protection to harm. Large amounts can thin your blood too much, raising the risk of bleeding, especially if you're already on blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. For someone with kidney disease, where platelet function may already be impaired, this can turn into a serious complication. Over time, too much vitamin E can also build up in your body because it's fat-soluble. This storage effect means it doesn't just pass through, it stays, potentially interfering with your body's ability to clot blood and even impacting immune function. Some research suggests that megadoses over long periods may raise the risk of hemorrhagic stroke, a bleeding-type stroke that can be life-threatening. People most at risk include those with clotting disorders, people taking anticoagulant medications, or anyone with advanced kidney disease where nutrient processing is already compromised. Even for healthy adults, the safe upper limit is around 1,000 milligrams, 1,500 international units, per day, but most people don't need anywhere near that. Aiming for the recommended 15 milligrams, 22 international units, daily from food sources like nuts, seeds, and avocados, and only supplementing under medical guidance is the best way to avoid problems. The key is remembering that more is not better. Balance is better. Vitamin E works best when it's part of a healthy diet, not when it's overloaded through pills. And just like vitamin E, the next nutrient on our list, vitamin A, can be a loyal protector when used wisely. But too much of it, especially in its concentrated form, can turn from a shield into a silent attacker. Let's break down why vitamin A can harm your kidneys if you're not careful. Vitamin A is like the gatekeeper that guards your gut lining, keeping harmful toxins from slipping into your bloodstream and reaching your kidneys. But when you push this gatekeeper too hard, by taking more than your body can handle, it can stop protecting you and start causing harm. Because vitamin A is fat-soluble, your body stores the excess in your liver rather than flushing it out. Over time, too much can build up and lead to a condition called hypervitaminosis A. This overload can damage your liver, weaken your bones, and, most importantly for our topic, put extra strain on your kidneys. For people with chronic kidney disease, where waste removal is already slower, this buildup can happen even faster and at lower doses. High vitamin A levels can also raise calcium in the blood, a problem called hypercalcemia. That extra calcium can deposit in your kidney tissue, narrow blood vessels, and contribute to stone formation. Symptoms might start subtly: fatigue, nausea, joint pain, but left unchecked, they can evolve into long-term kidney damage. Those most at risk include seniors taking multiple supplements, people using high-dose retinol, preformed vitamin A, from animal sources like liver, and anyone with impaired kidney or liver function. The safest approach is to stick close to the recommended dietary allowance, about 900 micrograms RAE for men and 700 micrograms for women, and to get most of it from a mix of low oxalate vegetables and moderate animal sources. Supplements should only be taken if your doctor recommends them based on a deficiency. With vitamin A, moderation truly is the difference between healing and harming. And when it comes to moderation, our last nutrient, vitamin K2, might seem harmless at first glance, but in the wrong hands or combined with certain medications, it can quietly create dangerous complications for your kidneys. Let's look at how that can happen. Vitamin K2 is your body's calcium traffic controller, guiding this mineral into your bones and teeth instead of letting it wander into your arteries or kidneys. But when used incorrectly, even this helpful guide can cause serious harm. In people taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, high doses of vitamin K2 can interfere with how those drugs work, increasing the risk of dangerous blood clots. For others, taking excessive amounts, especially alongside high calcium intake, can contribute to abnormal calcium deposits in the wrong places. If calcium ends up in the kidney's tiny blood vessels or filtering units, it can reduce blood flow, cause scarring, and accelerate kidney decline. The danger isn't just in overdoing it. For some people with kidney disease, calcium balance is already fragile. Introducing large amounts of K2 without monitoring can tip that balance, leading to calcification rather than prevention. This is why in Japan, where K2 intake is naturally higher, the benefits are seen alongside traditional diets and careful nutrient balance, not from random supplement megadoses. If you're on blood thinners, have a history of calcium deposits, or are managing advanced kidney disease, you should only take K2 under medical supervision. For most healthy adults, sticking to around 90 to 120 micrograms daily from food sources like aged cheese, egg yolks, and natto is a safe way to support kidney and bone health without crossing into risky territory. Now that we've looked at how these four vitamins, D, E, A, and K2, can be powerful allies when used correctly, but harmful when misused, it's time to step back and see the big picture. Because your kidneys are already working silently for you every single day, and the choices you make now will determine whether they keep protecting you for years or slowly give way to damage you never saw coming. Let's wrap it all up in our conclusion. Today, we've explored four powerful vitamins, D, E, A, and K2, each playing a unique role in protecting your kidneys from silent decline. We've also seen how using them incorrectly can do more harm than good. The bottom line? When taken in the right way, These nutrients work together like a layered shield, keeping your kidneys filtering, cleansing, and serving you for years to come. But kidney problems often progress silently. By the time symptoms appear, the damage may already be severe. That's why starting today matters. Every week you wait is another week your kidneys are under strain, another week you can't get back. The good news is you have more control than you think. Small, consistent actions. A morning walk in the sun, a handful of almonds, a serving of pumpkin, a slice of aged cheese can add up to big protection over time. It's not about perfection, it's about momentum. So here's what I suggest. Pick one change from today's video and start it tomorrow morning. Keep it simple, keep it steady, and once it becomes a habit, add the next one. And if you're considering supplements, talk to your doctor first to make sure your plan is safe and tailored to your needs. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult a healthcare professional before making significant changes to your diet or supplements. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe to Kidney Health 365 and turn on notifications so you never miss new tips. And if you want to go deeper, watch our next video on 8 everyday habits that quietly harm your kidneys. You might be surprised at what's on the list. Your kidneys have been protecting you every day of your life. Starting now, let's return the favor.